Greetings everyone, welcome aboard. Happy Friday to you guys. March 11th, 2011. Here's your live stream recap. Finally Friday, we made it through a great week in the room. Kind of a challenging week. And what happened this morning, we woke up this morning, well, I was woken up in the middle of the night last night to make aware that we had a tsunami warning here this morning here in Los Angeles. And so of course never very fun to wake up on a Friday morning and worry about going out to get my galoshes, right? Because we got water levels coming up 6 feet high. Luckily everything's okay though. All right, but we did wake up this morning, though, Friday morning, earthquake in Japan last night. Our hearts go out to the people who are affected by this right now. It's very easy for us to look at this as, not affecting us. But I'll tell you, from me personally, living in Los Angeles, where earthquakes are a fact of life, this really hits home. So my heart and my mind, and of course my thoughts and my prayers go out to anyone who's affected by that earthquake in Japan. It really makes you appreciate everything you've got. Right, because it could have easily been us. It could have easily been in the U.S. And so I really, obviously we tried to focus on trading this morning, but our thoughts and prayers do go out to everyone who was affected by the earthquake in Japan this morning. We were lucky, though. I think we were very lucky that we didn't get that tsunami. I'm recording this here at the end of the day right now, and we get a little bit of some waves on the west coast of the U.S. today. I assume Hawaii was probably hit a lot worse than that, but hopefully wherever you guys are right now, hopefully everyone is safe. And of course, that earthquake this morning, though, distracted everybody. Right now, what actually happened this morning was, and I can imagine what was going on in the background at some of these big funds out there. All right, now imagine for a second, right? You're a major money manager, and you've probably got accounts open in different emerging markets across the world. So, earthquake in Japan. I'm now, forget about what the plan was today, right? I'm now going to go in and ultimately grab my whole team together and figure out what are we going to do about our positions that are being affected by this earthquake. So this morning, we assumed that at the very least, people were going to be distracted from what they normally do on a day like today. So Friday morning, right, the earthquake distracts everybody from what's really going on today because, whether it be because of family members or health concerns, or imagine you're a hedge fund manager and you've got assets in Japan, right, that you need now to make sure, right, how to manage that position. Okay, so very big distraction. We knew that was going to cause low volume. We knew right away we were probably going to be waiting patiently today quite a bit, but we still made some pretty good money. Only took one fast track trade today. We took 3 trades, right? One of them was a fast track, was a winner. And the other 2 trades, one we had momentum overbought, and the second one we didn't have enough room for the trade to work out. So we took 3 trades, 2 of which didn't fit our fast track rules, but they fit our advanced course rules. So 3 trades, 3 winners in the advanced method today. Only 1 trade on the fast track, it was a winner. A lot of you guys, though, I remember took the first trade of the day and the last trade on the fast track. And so, of course, many of you guys were somewhere between those 20 and 10 ticks of the day today on the fast track. The big problem, though, was a lack of consistency and speed. That was the biggest obstacle we would overcome. And see down bottom here, right? Follow me down bottom here. You can see, of course, right, these big peaks and valleys of the speed indicator. Now this is my pace of tape indicator, and so what I'm looking at this today, and we pretty much knew this would be a problem today, but this really illustrated this for us. And you can see what happens is this lack of consistency and speed. We slow down, right? We speed up. Obviously when we speed up, that gives me the confidence to get into a trade. But then we quickly there, right, deteriorates back down, very slow speed here. And of course, when the slow speed shows up, we then get out of that trade. So the fast speed gave us confidence to get into trades, but then that slowing speed, right, slowing speed always opens it right up for manipulation. Okay, slow speed means if I'm long, the sellers can easily push that price back down. So whenever we see the slow speed, that's always going to be a time for us to tighten the stop up, right, be more conservative. So this inconsistency today, right, the good speed gets you in, but then we saw this a couple times where that bad speed comes right away, right, gets you into the trade, then that trade deteriorates, right, and will stop you out. So that was the concern we had there on the lack of consistency with speed. I want to see increasing speed and have that speed keep going, right? We're seeing this increasing speed and then all of a sudden it dies, right? And then increasing speed and then it dies. Okay, that type of price action today makes it very difficult not only to get into a trade, but to stay in that trade. And then once we see a couple times like that, then all of a sudden we're thinking, Well, I know we have speed now, but will there be speed 10 seconds from now, right? So that was kind of the concerns we had, seeing that inconsistent speed. Now up top here you can see, right, 1, 2, 3 trades in the advanced, only one of those qualified as a fast track. Our goal every day is 30 ticks in the fast track, only got 10 ticks today. Now, many of you guys, though, did take this first breaker pattern long at 940 as a fast track. What happens is, for all the guests in the room, I'll give you only the very best trades to take. If you're a member, I'll give you all the entry areas, and then as a member, you'll make the decision based upon whether or not it fits inside of your risk rules. See, on the first trade here at 940, okay, we were momentum was overbought. Okay, so momentum being overbought, I'm not going to buy on the fast track because it's not the perfect pattern. So I took the trade at 940 on the advanced. Many of you guys, though, also took it because momentum being overbought is one of those rules that you could do without, right? If you really wanted to, reading tape and reading speed, you could trade around overbought momentum. But the second trade, though, at 947, we had less than 12 ticks or less than enough room for the trade to work. So when I tried to sell the highs at 950 here, I had about 10 ticks of room. I can take that with the advanced method because I have a +5 target. But the fast track, though, I can't take that with less than 10 ticks because there isn't enough room for it. Okay, now if there's enough room, I can't do anything about that. Okay, overbought momentum or slow speed, okay, I could probably talk myself into that trade. But without enough room for the trade to work out, all right, I have a hard time putting my guests and my members into a trade when there's not enough room. So that's why at 940 and 947, those were not called as fast tracks because one, we had momentum overbought, and the second one, we didn't have enough room for that fast track to work out. Okay, as you can see though, we're not going to put our clients into high risk trades, right? We're not going to put you guys into bad spots. So we wait patiently. All we got was that one trade in the fast track today, and I was pretty happy about that. I mean, to be honest with you, the price action was real sloppy this morning for obvious reasons. So we were pretty content. We did get one really high percentage pattern. We took it. We made money on it, right? All we can do now, of course, is come back on Monday, right, and keep trading. All right, guys? So this is now the second day this month that we haven't hit our goal. There was today, and there was Wednesday, right? Wednesday, real tough day in the markets. Today, real slow day in the markets. So we've only had 2 days this month where we haven't hit our goal in the fast track. We've done $7,600 here, guys, for the week here on the advanced. $1,175 for the week here, guys, on the fast track. Follow me down, $15,000 for the month. $2,500 for the month, guys. So you are now more than halfway towards your advanced membership if you're just trading the fast track as a guest. And now just shy of $80,000 for the year, $33,000 in February, $31,000 in January. We've had a great year so far, guys, and we look forward to joining you guys back here Monday morning. We'll keep the trades going Monday morning. Now, we did all of our trading today on crude. All of our trades on crude today. Now, what do you see on crude? Well, first of all, we noticed a couple things, guys. We've got this price wedge. There's our wedge. And then we couldn't help but notice there's the 100 level right there. The 100 level, we're going to mark that up in big, bold letters, right? Stay away, right? Beware of that 100 level, right? The 100 level is the big daddy of all big round numbers. In fact, we joked this morning by saying if I could anticipate or predict at the end of the day today where price would probably stop, I said probably stop around 100. And around 11 o'clock today, where was it? 100 even, right? 12 o'clock, 100 even. Now about 12:30, it did break back to the upside here, got above the previous low of day. All right, but for the most part, though, we stayed hovering around that 100 level pretty much all morning this morning, which, again, I'm not going to put my clients into trades around 100 even. Okay, it's not going to happen. Very difficult area. So right off the bat, we see, right, price wedge, there's the low, price wedge, there's the high. I've got my 100 level right there. And then what ended up happening was the crude went up, right, tested the previous low of day and came back down, and we then used that to define our sideways range. Okay, so the problem was that the 100 level was right in the middle of the sideways range, right, and it was also obviously a big round number.